Steam, Steam, Steam. Epic is just taking shots at you left and right now. What is happening? Mattmade here, bringing you the top 3 news stories in gaming this week. Let's get into it. Now, first off, we have to talk about the train wreck that is Fallout 76. Now, with the latest patch that's been released, they've brought back some of the old bugs that we thought that they had worked out. The bobby pin bug, the item duplication bug, and the resource core bug have all come back and are better than ever. Now, how they didn't vet this through, how they didn't test this, how they didn't see this immediately before the patch went live, who knows? I don't know what's going on over at Bethesda. No one can know besides the employees and everyone over there, but they need to get their shit together. Like, it is horrible at this point. These are obvious bugs that they could have vetted through, had a test bed for, and really gotten rid of and handled before any of this happened and before people can notice and find this stuff. Now, the community managers are aware of this and they're working with Bethesda to get everything settled and squared away. But this is just the latest in a long line of scandals that has plagued the game since its release. Heck, even before its release. This game alone is destroying Bethesda's credibility and just ruining any future projects and games they work on. But we all know the game's probably gonna go free to play eventually, and everyone's gonna be mad about it, and no one's gonna play it, and it's gonna die. Or it's gonna pull a Final Fantasy 14, they're gonna keep working on it till it's good, and it'll tilt the company but won't destroy it. Who knows? I just want to throw out that quick update for all the Fallout 76 fans out there. I don't think it's a terrible game. I did play it, I did enjoy it, but it's just really buggy and there's not a lot to do in it yet. The biggest story of this week is that Epic Store is just coming at Steam so hard. This week, Deep Silver has announced that they're working with the Epic Store to bring Metro Exodus exclusively to the Epic Store. Now, why they're doing this when the game is so close to release, who knows? And people have even been pre-ordering on Steam, so that kind of upsets a lot of people. Now, if you did pre-order on Steam, your pre-order will be honored. So if you bought the gold edition, you still get that. If you bought the standard edition, you still get that, as well as any DLCs down the line. Now, from what I've been able to find, I believe this is a timed exclusivity. It's not a permanent one. So it'll be about a year before it gets released on Steam or any other platform. On top of that, any future DLC will be released at the same time. Epic doesn't have exclusivity to get everything first. They're just gonna have the game on their platform for a year. Now, if everyone who's going to buy the game pre-ordered, then this won't be a huge deal for Epic. It'll be a, hey, we have this now, so anyone who wants to jump aboard after can get on. But majority of the hardcore fan base most likely has already pre-ordered it. Now, as I've said before, Epic is really coming at Steam and trying to take their share of the market. They've gotten exclusivity deals with Ubisoft, they have Supergiant Games, they have their own games, and they have this infrastructure in place to really take a foothold in the client market. Now, I don't know how Steam is going to combat this. I don't know if they're going to try to do partnerships of their own, but this is both interesting and frustrating. This is more like what consoles do with the exclusivity, having first-party titles and things of that nature. So seeing that on PC is a bit odd. Now, before you get those angry keyboard Twitter fingers to at me or something, hear me out. Steam was the primary and biggest client. That's why everybody went there. So now Epic comes on board with better deals, and now a lot of companies are moving over. However, that doesn't mean they need exclusivity. They don't need to say, hey, we need this for this amount of time, and then you can put it elsewhere. All they have to really do is get companies to come to them and still keep offering the revenue split they're offering. The market will work itself out. Companies want to save money and be able to pass on those costs to consumers if possible. If you're Ubisoft, you probably won't do that, but that's just Ubisoft. However, Steam has been stagnant. They have made features, they've done their own little things here and there, but for the most part, they haven't given creators more revenue split. They've made a fee for applying, which I'm for, but I can bet that's frustrating for developers. Their store is so large and unruly sometimes that your game can get buried underneath all the other crappy shovelware games. Now, this could very well happen with Epic as well, but for the time being, the Epic Store is clean, it's concise, and you get better offerings and a better split. So it's very appealing to everybody. But doing things like exclusivity and timed exclusivity is infuriating and frustrating to the consumer base. It may push many people off of the Epic Store and make them not want to deal with it at all, sending it into a spiral and eventually crashing it. That's just my 2 cents and my thoughts, and I'd love to hear what you think about the Epic Store versus Steam battle. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you just not want another client on your PC? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, for our final story, this is more of a rumor mill / kind of confirmed thing. For those who are excited about Animal Crossing, it may have gotten a hard release date. People who have gone into GameStop and buying things, trying to pre-order things, have noticed and been able to pre-order Animal Crossing with a release date of April 29th. Now, this is far closer than what I expected, or what many people probably have expected. I was thinking something like October, November timeframe, maybe even December, but to get it this close and this fast is pretty insane. Now, this is a placeholder date, so we could get it sooner, we could get it later, but typically it's going to be around that time frame. So we may get it in March, or we may get it in June. Who knows? Hell, we could get it in July for all we know. But the fact is that you may get it sooner than you think. Now, this is just a quick update. There's nothing solid. There's nothing concrete. There's no official announcement yet. However, if we get a Nintendo Direct, which we should get one this month definitely, we may get that release date. So I'm interested in it. I'm not a huge Animal Crossing fan, but I know a lot of people are. So if you're a fan, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you like about the game? What draws you into the game? I'd love to hear it, and I just like hearing about what people like and talking to people about it. But that brings us to the end of today's show. Again, let me know your thoughts about one or all of these stories in the comment section down below. I love to hear them, and I love talking to you. And don't forget, if you're a fan of gaming, consider striking that subscribe button and hitting the bell. This is Mattmade, and I will see you next week.